Say go and then a pause.
And go.
We got a new studio and so much a cool setup with a brand new camera. And maybe if you're having sex with a new person, you should just shut the fuck up and stop talking in the middle of it. Yeah, that's our new theme song, guys.
Alright, welcome back to the show.
You know, if only we had a studio to record it in.
If only.
Yeah, right.
A lot is different. We have a new table, which is
The table is, I think, the best part.
For those of
arguably
you that don't know, this is Young John.
Young John.
He's normally behind the scenes.
getting yelled at.
Yeah.
And I will finish all 3 of these beers by the end of the episode. So
That's
they're right there.
I don't doubt it.
Not
We're good to go.
altogether that impressive.
Yeah, so we did the episode or the micro episode last Saturday. It was just audio because we had a lot of issues.
Yeah, my webcam took a shit, so it's kind of...
And the mics were all fucked up. But now we got the new camera, which is fucking money.
It really is.
Yeah, it's nice.
4K Ultra HD, it's coming. Get ready.
Wow.
Buy a new TV.
Wow. Yeah, you can fucking watch us in 4K. You'll be able to see my gray hairs as they grow.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna, move up to like really good mics. So
What the fuck is happening?
Jesus
Okay, at
Christ.
least the table didn't shake.
Yeah, I know.
At the old table, it would have just like.
Yeah, if
fallen
if that was the old table, the fucking camera would have broke.
just pow.
Sorry, I had to get resituated there.
fine.
Last week, I don't remember exactly all we covered except for like new improvements on the studio. You can see this awesome panel that we hung up.
Yeah, all of this is thanks to @BrianReed. That's his official Twitter handle, I think.
Really?
I don't know if he has it.
Don't think Brian has Twitter, but
Actually, yeah, I think he does. Because the other, this actually just reminded me. The other day, he was going through my personal Twitter,
Okay.
just like reading everything.
Yeah.
And can you just let it go? Like, it's just technology.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
So he's reading like just like these random tweets, and he's questioning every single one of them. I'm like, Dad, it's a tweet.
Did you see the one about that chick eating my ass?
God, I hope so.
I do too. I think that would really do well for the Brian Charlie relationship.
He did see the one. I have a friend who is I don't know the correct term, but he's a drag queen, and he works at like some cross-dresser drag queen.
Are they the same thing?
Well, yeah, but like...
I know that he says drag queen, so I'll say drag queen.
Okay, yeah, we'll see what drag queen.
But I have a friend who works as a drag queen and like performs at like these different shows and stuff, and anytime he's like, hey, like, come see his alter ego is Sweet Tea. Anytime he's like, hey, come see Sweet Tea, I always retweet him because I'm going to support him, you know what I mean? But he sees this tweet, and he goes, come see Sweet Tea at Knoxville Dick Club, or whatever it was, the venue, and I'm like, it's Craig, Dad, like, leave it alone.
I think if they're performing, you're a drag queen, and then if you're just doing it, it's cross-dressing.
Probably.
Well, I think that's the difference.
I asked him one time.
I don't know.
I was like, so is it cross-dresser or drag queen? Like, what's the preferred terminology here? And he goes, he was like, in a much gayer voice, I'm sure. He was like, OMG, like, cross-dresser, what is this, like 1973? And I was like,
wow.
I was like, I guess not, man, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, I don't know.
Whatever, dude.
I feel like drag queen's a more old-timer term.
I feel like drag queen is more derogatory.
No, I can't really speak for the drag queen community, but I'm pretty sure that's the preferred terminology.
No, I mean, it might be for all I know, but I feel like if someone's going to be like, he's a cross-dresser, be like, oh, okay, like, that's cool, you're cross-dressing, but if someone's like, he's a drag queen, it just sounds, I don't know, it just sounds rough.
I don't know, I think it's, like I said though, I think it's the preferred terminology. I think it's one of those things where they've, I don't know, like adopted it or like they've made it their preferred term.
I just have such a weird like mindset about that though. Like when I hear the term drag queen, I think of like drag cars.
Yeah.
Like those really long like dart ones, and then I just imagine like some dude with really long hair drive one of those drag cars, and I just think drag queen is a ridiculous term.
You guys must be straighter than me because all I think of is dicks.
I think a dick's one. I think I'm a dick's even when I'm not thinking about dicks.
I like to draw dicks. I think it's fun.
There's a dick on the barracks room wall as you're leaving.
I'm thinking about dicks right now.
Well, we are talking about them.
Well, but yeah. So I think it's drag queen is the acceptable term. But
excuse me.
The other thing too is I was trying to watch Tom Segura comedy the other night.
What's that?
Tom Segura, he's a
comedian.
Oh.
He was trying to watch Tom Segura stand up.
Oh.
Yeah, in case you weren't trying.
For a second I thought you said Tom's Cigarette Comedy, and I was like, is that a thing or a person? I didn't know.
And we have
People need to know.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know who he is.
We have a friend from back home, a neighbor who's he's getting ready to graduate from the Coast Guard Academy. Shout out to TJ.
Good for you.
And they're live streaming. They have like this ceremony where they figure out where they're getting stationed.
Yeah.
And they have this, and they're live streaming the ceremony. And my
Okay.
dad is watching the live stream while I'm trying to watch the stand up show.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
Yeah. Stand up is one of those things where you actually have to like be engaged and like actively follow.
You can't pop in.
Yeah,
and
you
out
can't
of
pop in
stand-up.
and out. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's not going to be.
It's not funny.
You have to
Miss context.
You have to appreciate like the setup and like the subtleties and like the whole bit. Like
It's an art form.
Yeah, exactly. It's an
Yeah.
art, and you can't, for the love of God, listen to Jake Reed from God knows who the hell where getting stationed at Michigan, Lake Erie, in the background. And try to appreciate Tom Segura, who, especially if you've ever listened to him, is a very
Funny as fuck.
He's a very like dry, like sort of humor. You know what I mean? Very,
I wouldn't call it dry. He just has it's his delivery. He's got a very unique set of mannerisms.
He stands there, and he doesn't move,
Monotone.
and he delivers the punchline, and you have to listen.
I think you're listening to an entirely different Tom Segura than I am, because I've never thought of him that way at all.
You have to listen. You have to. He stands there, doesn't move. He never.
Yeah,
moves
he's
his feet.
not that monotone though. Like, yes, he just
You
stands
clearly
there.
haven't seen the special because he's
I
completely
have.
monotone.
I've seen every one of his specials.
Okay. Well, don't think you have because he's super monotone, never moves, has no inflection in his
Think you're
voice
wrong.
whatsoever.
I think you're watching the wrong Tom Segura,
I
buddy.
think you are because I was watching it. It's my story.
You're getting real close right now. I'm about to drop it on you.
If you fucking
You're
say it,
getting
I'm gonna
real close.
smash the new camera.
You're getting real fucking
start
close,
it all over
bud.
again.
You're getting real close.
We're not gonna do this anymore.
Just saying. You're getting.
No, you're getting real close.
I don't know.
No, I do.
I don't know.
I do know. I do know. And don't you dare fucking bring that up while you're drinking my drink that I brought you.
Yeah.
It's
John,
disrespectful.
give me the other beer.
What? Here you go, big boy. Now I only have 2 beers to drink.
All right, continue your story.
It's also one that I brought you.
That's all right.
So I have no idea who Tom Segura is. So
Segura.
Segura.
Where's your bottle opener?
Have
at?
some fucking
That's
respect.
No, it's not.
It's 100% not.
It's not?
Hey,
Jesus.
pull up your zipper too, you fucking heathen. Thanks, man.
You're all of 12 years old, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know who else is 12 years old? Miles Slocum.
You were on his last jump just recently.
Yeah, Thursday night. That was his last jump, actually.
That's what I just. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, the way
That's
you
what-
said it was.
that's what I meant,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
continue.
okay, but yes, so it was his last jump, but it was also his final jump.
Right.
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, I got to be there for that. I was also there for old Top's senior jumps. He's got his star now. He was pretty excited about that.
Wow.
I'm sure he's gonna watch this.
Little
So.
badass.
He started to fuck with me a lot, like in really funny ways, and I'm kind of enjoying it. He's continuing on. He's getting to where old fucking Rob Absher used to be, where he would just fuck with me all the time about like dumb shit.
Tell them about the Snapchat thing you told us about right before we went on.
Oh, about how he saw. Oh yeah. So we got manifested, right? And we're going out there and we're standing and there's like 1,000 fucking people. It was like the biggest manifest I've ever seen. It was just ridiculous. And we're standing there and what we're starting to like hear the jump masters talking about is like, all right, well, who's current and who's like progressed? All right, well, who isn't? And then you're seeing all these people are like, I need to jump. Like I'm about to lose money or some shit. So they start pushing us away. They're like, okay, you guys are good. Just go stand over there for a minute. And we fucking we ended up getting scratched. They pushed us off the manifest. Oh, you're busy over there.
And you can talk to me. It's fine. He'll do it.
Yeah, it's okay. So anyways,
well,
because you're paying attention.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah, so
Cheers,
we ended
man.
up,
Come
yeah,
on,
dude,
man.
hey,
look.
yeah, there you go, slunge it. All
There's
right.
2 people in the room.
For one time, Johnny's not interrupting the show and he's just gonna blow it up.
But anyway, so we ended up getting kicked off the manifest, right? They were like, look, you guys don't need to jump, get the fuck out of here. So we start walking away, and as I'm walking away, I'm taking a Snapchat of us. Like it's all, looking back, and there's like a whole little group of us walking away, and I can't remember what I was saying, something about getting scratched, whatever. And then we get across the street, and they call us back. They're like, oh, no, come back. And we're like, fuck, dude. So we go back, we're standing there, they put us in line, they're trying to figure it out again. And then there's this gaggle fuck behind us, like 20 plus fucking people. And like no one's gone up to them yet to check out what their deal is, right? And then fucking first one goes over there and talks to him, and then there's like 8 dudes who like need to jump, and there's 8 of us. So we literally just 1 for 1. We all got back out of the chalk, and they got put in. They were like, "All right, get the fuck out of here." So we did it again. We were like, "Fuck yeah, we got scratched. We're not jumping." So we're like fucking running. We're like, "Fucking go!
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out!" So we're like running across the street, and I started making another video, and not the next day. It was later that night or later that day at work. I was walking there, and I passed First Sergeant in the hallway, and he said something. He's like, He's like, yeah, you could Snapchat about it. And I didn't think about it. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm sure he knows I have Snapchat. Like everybody's got Snapchat, whatever. And then Thursday night, we're at the Cough, and we're getting ready to go to Final Manifest to go jump. And he's hanging out there in the Cough, just talking to us and shit. And he said something about Snapchat again. And I was like, yeah. I was Snapchat, and I was walking away. He goes, I fucking know. He's like, I see everything. And I was like, do you follow me on Snapchat? And he's like, don't worry about it. And I was like, are you Big Nasty?
Big Nasty.
And he was like, he just started laughing, like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, oh, okay, fucking cool, dude.
I tell you what it is. The PL probably shows him. He probably is like, hey, check it out, First Sergeant, this is funny.
Maybe.
I bet you that's what it is.
I can't see old at John Wants John Gets going up to First Sergeant and being like, oh, hi.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like trying to make friends, trying to
yeah,
show
maybe
things that are
doing his usual fucking schmoozing
with
everyone and anyone fucking. But yeah, so apparently First Sergeant is on my Snapchat.
I'll have to keep an eye out for Big Nasty.
Yeah, Big Nasty sends you a friend request. Accept that shit.
Send snaps.
Yes.
Every hour
Send
on
nudes.
the hour.
Send nudes.
So Johnny, I haven't really seen you all week. What do you have any updates for us, or what's been going on with you?
With me? Let's see.
PUBG?
That's the first time anyone's asked about me. I love it.
PUBG?
No,
New camera? PUBG?
It has been a lot of PUBG. Got the new camera with the tax return money.
It's fucking legendary.
Really happy about that. I'll probably have it for the rest of my life, to be honest.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, that's an investment.
That was a great camera, and
Yeah.
I bought it specifically for taking videos.
Yeah.
Porn. Work was pretty much work.
The studio is going to be used more ways
Nothing.
than one now.
Hey.
I've been making jokes about that other cough. I'm like, and when my camera arrived, I walked back to the AO and I was like, all right, guys, here it is. And I broke it out. They're like, why do you got that camera? And I'm shooting porn for it in the barracks. You want to be my first star?
Dude. Hey, man.
We're just going to all change our Tinder bios to we make live porno.
We
Entrepreneur.
make porn. Hey, stranger things have happened, man. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't do shit this week. I did SSD 1 even though I don't have to.
Why don't you have to?
Because
It's
I'm not in the window for
It's
it.
not his time.
Yeah.
But you have to. I just read about this. It was, I think, February 28th was the deadline.
No,
If
for
you-
certain people.
What do you mean for certain people?
So there was a list. There was a list that got put out of people who, if they had not done SSD by that time, then they got flagged and barred. It wasn't
So it's probably
everybody.
for people who have been in the army.
It's
for
people
long.
who were getting close to that time, like people who should be going to the
Oh,
board very
okay.
soon, or are getting close to like that whole fucking stupid auto promotion bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what that's for. So like I'm going to the board at the end of the month. I had to have mine done or I got flagged.
I'm not even promotable until next month. So the fact that I've got all but like one lesson and an exam on it done, I'm the best.
You are the best, you know.
It's really lame.
Kudos to you.
It is really lame. Other than that, all I did was I gymmed real hard this week. Made some chicken. Ate kale, which is when I think you're on like a new level. You know what I mean?
Kale?
Yeah, kale.
That's gross.
You
I don't
just
know.
ate
Why
kale
would
or
you
you had
eat
like
kale?
a dish?
I put like kale and like chicken and spinach
Oh,
together.
okay, so it was like, okay, yeah.
No, I didn't just eat
that's
kale
what-
like
that's
a
what I thought.
fucking weirdo.
Oh, you are weird.
Well, you shouldn't.
I was watching this.
Listen, hey, you know me better than that, and I'm gonna have to ask you to stop assuming. And I'm
He's hurt.
hurt. And I'm gonna have to wait. I'm not done.
Whoa, excuse me. All right.
Deep. No, I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, you're speaking of kale and shit, you eat
Yeah.
funny stuff. I was watching a video yesterday. There's this woman who went on Dr. Phil. She was like, oh, I haven't eaten a solid meal in 4 years. And I guess
She's eat like
she's
smoothies and shit.
I don't know why that
definitely-
was funny.
she's deathly terrified of like every type of food there is. The only thing she'll eat is protein shakes, candy, those fucking Happy Bell, those cowbell cheese wheels. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's one segment where she's like taking it out of the wrapper, and she's like, most people eat this in about 4 bites. It takes me about 30 to 40. And she like nibbles on it, and she's like, oh, all right, now I gotta wait a little bit.
Wow.
She was skinning bones and stuff. Like
That's disgusting.
She was deathly afraid of food. That was her condition.
It takes me about 30 to 40.
It was so.
It's one of those little like
Yeah,
Baby
little
Bell.
wax-
little baby
Bell. Baby
Yeah.
Bell. That's what it is.
Yeah, little cheese wheels.
That's so funny. Most people would eat this maybe like 3 or 4 bites.
Good vibes.
Goodbye, Principal Goodbar. It's good vibes.
Good vibes.
These sort of things have come, like something like that, where someone thinks that they're allergic to every type of food. It actually has like a medical terminology now.
Yeah.
Like some professional out there decided that this is a real symptom.
I had a thing when I was younger. I can't remember what started it. I'll have to ask my parents; they'll remember. But I went through a phase where
It's not a phase.
it was a phase actually. It was totally a phase. I thought I was gonna like fucking choke on everything, like Jack. No, I had this fucking like meltdown. It was the weirdest thing because I think I was eating ice cream when it happened, which melts in your throat. And you can't possibly choke on it. But I was like, I'm choking. I was like freaking out. I was really young. And then like for like the next like month, I think the only thing I ate was like peanut butter and jelly and macaroni and cheese.
Peanut butter.
Then again, I was hard on Adderall when this was happening, and it was fucking me up.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
No.
Yeah.
They took me off that shit real quick.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That's not good for your kids.
I feel like me on Adderall was like, you ever see that Family Guy episode where they put Stewie on drugs? And he's just walking around the house like dragging Reaper and his eyes are really wide. And he like goes to the humidifier and he goes, look at all the water in the humidifier. That was in the air. Whoa.
I like the one where Stewie gets roided up and like.
Oh yeah, that's
and
a great one.
And he's like in the tanning bed in his room, and he won't let Brian down the stairs.
Are they
He's like,
still making Family Guy?
Oh yeah,
I think so,
Fuck
right?
yeah.
Well, I don't have cable, so it's like
It's on
Neither do
Fox,
I.
isn't it?
yeah,
No, but
it's Fox is the station they're on.
I haven't
No.
watched it in a couple
I
of years.
love that show.
Like,
They
they-
took a bunch of seasons off of Netflix, and I was pissed.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I literally I started cruising through all the seasons on Netflix, and then I finished them up, and I was like, man, there hasn't been a new season on here in a while. And again, since I don't have cable, I was like, well, I don't know.
Well,
if
they
they're
used
still
to
making
have 1 through 13,
it. Yeah.
and they cut out 9 through 13, so they only have 1 through 8 now.
Why would you keep the shitty ones?
Well, no, those are all really good.
No, they're good, but
they're
like
older.
the
We've
original.
seen- everyone's
everyone's
seen them all.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
So
why would you take the newer
Like,
ones?
I want the newer ones because I
Yeah.
haven't seen all of them, and so I'm like, well, I guess I'll watch the one where he does the
Yeah, over and over
again. Like,
yeah.
I guess I'll watch that.
I haven't
Real
seen that
funny.
one yet.
Real funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really good.
Funny or Die.
You know what I really wish they would put on Netflix is The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I love that show,
Simpsons is a great
but there's
show.
so many seasons that
Yeah.
I haven't seen every episode of The Simpsons, but I would love to just binge that
binge
shit.
it.
And the good thing about shows like that is you can just put it on. It's like the opposite of stand-up comedy, and you can just
Background.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, yeah.
background, and like
Yep.
you can sit there and be engaged, or you can be
On your phone
doing
or
laundry
cooking dinner or whatever.
cooking
Yeah.
up a talking.
Speaking of Funny or Die, I found this video last night. I don't know if you guys know who Henry Rollins is. I feel like I've talked about him on
Yeah, I
another
know
episode
who-
before.
I've definitely heard the name before. I think
I'm a massive Henry Rollins fan. Like, if his name is on something, I'll check it out. Like, his music, his spoken word tours, fucking anything. I'm a huge fucking fan. So it was Henry Rollins reads Dr. Seuss, and I'm like, well, this should be pretty funny. So I check it out, and it was Henry Rollins, and he was reading "Oh, the Places You'll Go," and it was like the first page is like it's like, you know, I don't know if you. I didn't remember the book until I saw the video, but the first page of "Oh, the Places You Go" is like that dude, and he's in his yellow pajamas, and he's like super happy, and he's like strolling off.
yeah,
And it's like,
I vaguely remember it.
yeah, something like, and it says something like, you know, this, and he just goes, "Oh, okay, so here we go. So it's clearly only a male. There's no female here, so she can't go the places she wants to go." And he's like, this guy, look at him, so fucking happy walking around. He looks at the camera and goes, "I'm already fucking pissed." He's like, let's keep going. And he just like keeps reading the book, and it's like, he just fucking like just rips into Dr. Seuss. He's just like, there's like one part of the book where he's talking about when he's like flying through the air on balloons and all the other balloon people, and he goes, "Look at this, all your fucking friends are elitists. They all live up in the air. They're better than everyone else." And he gets like caught on a tree and all his friends fly away and he goes, those aren't fucking friends, they fucking left your ass high and dry. I was like, God damn, you never realize how fucked up Dr. Seuss is.
I once watched a dramatic reading of Where the Wild Things Are by Christopher Walken.
Wow.
That's probably amazing.
That's gotta be incredible.
Dude, it is.
We need to post a link to that.
It's so
after
funny.
this.
Yeah, we'll post it after this.
Yeah.
It is so funny. It just starts off, and it's only the book. It's not, you don't see Christopher Walken at all during the whole video.
Okay.
It's just his voice.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he opens like the first page, and all you hear is, "Where the wild things are."
He's got a great voice.
And then he like
Legendary.
He stops
Legendary.
and he like describes like the pictures and stuff.
What he's seeing, yeah.
And there's the kid. He's like chasing like the cat with the hammer or whatever. He's like, and
That's not fucked up.
you got Matthew who's chasing the cat with the hammer. Kids are jerks. Like, it's so funny. Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in so long. I think I saw it in like 4 or 5 years ago. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube.
I think like the Christmas of 2016, I found a
Good
video.
year.
It was fucking, you know what a Sybian is?
The sex machine?
Yeah, the sex machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
So they had,
I was thinking something totally different.
Yeah.
so they had a
One
Sybian-
track mind, dude.
They had a Sybian set up, and essentially it's a stool with like a huge vibrator on it, and so a girl could just sit right on it and just
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
exactly.
It pretty much gives girls like just crazy intense orgasms.
Awesome.
And I think it was like it was either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Some channel posted a video. They just had girls reading like Christmas stories or Christmas carols
While riding a
on
Sybian?
Sybian.
That's fucking awesome.
And they were all in bikinis. Like it was
wow,
really awesome.
that's
Great
fucking
video.
lit. I gotta find that shit.
That is.
Yeah, that's
So
a
you
great.
won't have a hard time
That's-
finding
That's
it.
a great video. You know what's funny? Speaking about like finding porn is one of my yeah, great segue. One of my buddies sent me a snap, and it wasn't a screenshot. It was like I think it was like another channel, like one of those big channels that you can follow on Snapchat. And it was this clearly it was from a porn video, and it was like this lesbian shit, and it was like this really tiny girl, and this like big ass chick. And she was like holding her against the wall, and I messaged him, I was like, damn, that looks pretty fucking hot. And I was like, I gotta find that shit. And he goes, let me know how it goes. I was like, all right. No shit, a minute later, he sends me the link and he goes, found it. And I was like,
Found it.
Wow. I'm like, I didn't even start yet, and this dude already found the fucking video.
All right, last thing on porn, real quick.
No, I've got something to say
Alright,
about
you know,
porn.
This
Go
is an endless
Yeah, we
conversation.
can talk
Alright,
about
We can talk
Okay.
about porn
Endless
for the
conversation.
rest of the episode.
Okay, fine, but I was watching one of the dank meme compilations on YouTube.
Yes.
And like the very first thing it played, like 1 second of the video, it just zoomed in on this girl, and it's like it was clearly zoomed in on a bigger video because they didn't want you to see everything else. But
Yeah.
the girl was just like, "Oh my god, that's not white chocolate, that's your dick." The dude's like, "I know." And then I went on to the rest of the video. That's all I wanted to say.
When one day when we were in Iraq, Krakenbrink comes into the tent, and he goes, "Guys, you gotta see this." And we all huddle around his phone. It's like me and like 4 other guys, and he pulls up this video on Pornhub of this girl she's riding one of those hoverboards, you know?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's riding one of those hoverboards, getting
Yes.
chased by a guy in one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes.
He's also riding a hoverboard.
And she's just these words are coming out of her mouth,
Yeah.
and she's saying, "Oh no, don't catch me, Mr. T-Rex," like all this shit. And she knows shit like the T-Rex puts on a strap-on penis and like fornicates with her, and she's like calling out his name like, "Oh, that feels so good, Mr. T-Rex." It is one of the most bizarre videos I've ever seen in my life.
Porn's weird, man. Some porn is just disturbing.
You know, this is a great first episode for me. We're just talking about our adventures on the darker side of the internet.
The dark web.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like these? There's
Yes.
like memes on about Pornhub or whatever, and it shows like Pythagorean theorem for like people's like algebra assignments and shit like that. It's like shit that's not even like sex related, but
Yeah.
it's on like porn sites and stuff like that.
Well, it's a good thing you have a lifeguard at your beach.
Oh, you see that one?
I'm not at
On
a
the
beach.
This is a bathtub.
Dude, that is one of the
That is-
funniest.
oh, it's so-
my,
here's-
legendary. Go to the beach. I'm in a
He said,
bathtub.
you
Who
should
are
leave."
you?
Yeah.
You should go.
I'm not. I shouldn't go. I saved you. Now we should have sex.
Like,
All right.
He's like,
This is
Oh,
fucking.
okay.
It's like fucking ridiculous. It was just
I
funny.
love
Like
that video so much.
it just shows you sometimes like how fucking lazy like porn dialogue can be. Like I was talking to a friend of mine and we were making a joke about something and it was like, she's like, oh well, it'll cost you like this much an hour, and I was like, well, I'm kind of broke right now, so maybe we can work something out. She's like, what did you have in mind? I was like, I'm sure we could figure something out. And then like an asterisk, I was like, takes off shirt, and then I put hashtag how every porn starts. And I was like, there you go. That's about all the dialogue you need. There you go. You
What
shoot
did she
porn.
say to that?
I think she just laughed. And she agreed with it.
LOL.
Yeah. Yeah. R.A.O. fell.
All right, Rob. What do we got on the fucking show?
Yeah, let's
today?
start.
What do we got?
Big
We have a
news.
lot.
Big news.
Whoa, big reveal.
There's that.
Turn myself into a pickle.
So Donnie and Kimmy make lunch plans.
Why are you... Why can't you just say...
Because it's funnier if you say Donnie. And
It does sound funny if you say Donnie and Kim.
I guess it does.
So
But
Donald
it also,
Trump and which
there
one
you go.
was-
Then you gotta...
The 7th, right? It was on the 7th or the 8th.
I think it was the
When?
7th.
Yeah, it was the 7th. Like
When Donnie and Kimmy made their lunch
Thursday
plans.
night,
Oh,
I think it was.
They haven't had it yet, though, have they?
No, when they made their lunch
Yeah.
plans.
The biggest thing was it wasn't.
Hold on, hey, time out. So Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un made plans to meet and discuss.
It's not a twist cap.
Not
No,
really. I'm just.
go ahead.
I'm prepping it.
No,
Okay.
say what you
I'm
need to say.
saying.
No, I was gonna say it's not a big deal that Kim Jong Un invited Donald Trump. It's a big deal that Donald Trump said yes. And
Yeah.
from what I've heard and read, is like Donald Trump hid that information from his staff. Like he never told anyone he was gonna say yes until the South Korean minister came out and made that press release statement. So everyone in his administration is probably like, "Oh my God, we're going." So you
What
can
if-
imagine.
Interesting.
What if he is so open to this because he's gonna get to fucking North Korea and he's gonna like be in like Kim Jong's office? He's just gonna take a shit on his floor.
So
and
here's the
walk
thing.
out.
I don't think he's gonna go to North Korea. I think because the South Koreans just went to North Korea recently. This past month or February,
Okay.
they went to North Korea for the first time in a while.
Well, the
They
North
talked
Koreans also went to South Korea for the Olympics.
for the Olympics, but it wasn't Kim
That
Jong
was
Un.
a big deal.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kim Jong Un. It was just.
It was like
It's the
a
Olympics.
committee. or
And I
whatever
think
you wanna call
the
it.
deal between the North and the South Koreans is the next meeting is going to be Kim Jong Un and his posse come to South Korea for a little bit, and I think Trump will probably be there. Yeah, I think that would be the best way to do it.
Probably,
but,
yeah.
You know, it's on them. Like,
Well,
this is what I'm
have you
guessing.
ever seen like any of the documentaries where there's like that very famous pathway on like the DMZ like on the border
Mhm.
where like the South stands on one side and they just like look at each other.
Yeah.
And there's those buildings with the offices and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would be a really easy place to set that up.
But I mean, they're not gonna get Donald Trump's not gonna be caught dead in a place like that, dude. It's not stylish enough for fucking gold-plated God King Emperor. I mean, come on, really. I mean, like that place was used in like the '60s when they really were like talking day to day.
Yeah,
Now this
and
is
in the filming of Die Another Day, James Bond.
Also,
There
the
you
filming of
Yeah.
The Interview with James Franco. The most applicable movie to the real world.
Chip Skylark. Isn't his name Chip?
Chip Skylark is from
Shiny
Fairly
Teeth.
Odd.
Oh yeah,
Shiny
for the
Teeth,
parents.
Shiny
It's Dave Skylark.
Dave Skylark. That's it. Yeah.
On what is it? What's the name of the show? He's like on something on Skylark Tonight.
Skylark Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does the whole
Great. Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
motherfuckers heinous because they ain't
such a fucking good movie, dude.
It's 'cause they
She
ain't
fucking
us.
honey potted you.
And you've probably got that handsome guy over there who's probably honey dicking me. You honey dicking? You got
Oh,
LASIK
man.
So, yeah.
between the time I saw you yesterday and today. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But go up there.
If Donald Trump
Cap
pulls
his
that
ass.
off, though, that will be huge. That will be his shining moment in the presidency.
That's a big deal, dude.
No,
like,
it is.
when's the last time like a president has met with the leader of North Korea?
I don't know the specifics.
Pretty sure it's
but
prior to the North Korean or the Korean War.
It's been a hot minute, dude. This is a big deal. Like,
Kim Il Sung might have. I don't think he did though. Kim Jong Il. I don't think he ever did.
No, I don't believe
yeah.
so.
I think he met like other people, but I don't think he ever met the president.
I
I could be wrong though. I don't
Who
know.
fucking knows, dude? Either way, it's wild.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Where's the
wouldn't-
bottle opener?
It's in his pocket.
Hand it over,
Let me get most of that.
you heathen. Oh, thanks.
Man brings beer with no bottle opener.
Actually, that beer
Man
was,
brings
bottle
unprepared
opener.
that was my. That was my
I mean,
beer.
like to the table.
Well, yeah, that was a mistake on his part. You didn't even finish that one.
I'm gonna finish it.
Oh, okay.
Happy.
You're just prepping the next
The
one.
other one.
Okay.
That's good. It's all ready to go.
Settle down, dude. Jesus Christ.
Did you guys hear about the? We were going to cover it last week, but we didn't for obvious reasons. If you are an avid follower of the episodes,
Which, let's be honest, that you guys all are.
yeah, you love our show.
Yeah, you live for it.
The Gun Bill 5087.
I don't know anything about it, and it's
It essentially bans. It calls out like companies and models by name of bands of guns they want to ban.
it's
And
not
it's
gonna,
a lot of them.
It's not.
It's
Yeah, it's not gonna happen,
It's
but
not gonna happen.
It's a bill, and everybody was freaking